Alright, we're going to try something a little different today. I'm standing out here in front of a Lawson convenience store where they have a special Final Fantasy XIV promotion. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this. Final Fantasy XIV fans had a lot to celebrate in January 2019, at least in Japan. Did I say 14 and not 15? Yeah, the online Final Fantasy XIV is still going strong after nearly 10 years. In January 2019, the convenience store Lawson teamed up with Square Enix to promote the game and give away some limited edition virtual items, as well as some real-world physical items from FF XIV. What's hard to believe is that the campaign only lasted for 2 weeks. I'm sorry to say, but by the time you see this video, it's probably long over. But if you happen to be in Japan and a Lawson at this time, what could you have gotten? Let's take a look. First up is the Limit Break flavor Final Fantasy XIV Karaage-kun. If you don't know what karaage is, it's basically little pieces of fried chicken. The flavor is supposedly so hot it will induce a limit break for all those who eat it. Some pieces of the Limit Break flavor Final Fantasy XIV Karaage-kun will also come with a Meteor mark on them. According to Lawson, you have a 1 in 700 chance of finding the Meteor mark. And I thought finding a pink tail was hard. But that's not all. When you buy the Limit Break flavor Final Fantasy XIV Karaage-kun, the store will play the Final Fantasy Victory Fanfare in your honor. Second up, you can redeem a fat black chocobo for use in Final Fantasy XIV. This requires a Ponta point card or Ponta app, plus buying a whole bunch of stuff and going through a process that has so many steps it isn't even worth it. What's that, you say? Just come on and tell us? Okay, well, you need 18 stamps to claim the fat black chocobo, and buying certain things from Lawson give you a certain number of points, which you can save on your Ponta card or Ponta app. Get 18 stamps before February 4th, 2019, and the fat black chocobo is yours. Third up is a giant Moguri pillow that you can win by retweeting the Lawson Final Fantasy campaign on Twitter. Okay, so now that you know, let's go inside and see what happens when you buy this Limit Break flavor karaage. When you check it out, apparently the cash register sings the Final Fantasy Victory Fanfare. So let's go check it out. Oh, there you go. All right. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I got one of the boxes here, and you've got the Mowgli on the front. In Japanese, mogu is kind of like an onomatopoeia for chewing. So you eat it and it's supposed to sound like mogu mogu, so it's kind of like Mowgli. On the back, you have a code for trial. Demo, I guess, for Final Fantasy XIV. And as I said in the B-roll, there is a 1 in 700 chance of getting a Meteor mark on the karaage, and it looks like I didn't get it. It's just regular chicken, but you have a 1 in 700 chance of finding that. And because it's pretty rare and unusual, on the back of the box they mention in Japanese that if you have the Meteor mark, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that some of them have that little stamp on there for fun, I guess. So it is Limit Break flavor, and I've heard it's pretty spicy. So we're gonna check it out here. By the way, my man Mark is on camera here helping me out, so thanks a lot. I'm gonna give him some of this too. It's time to eat up and get a Limit Break. Okay, so the promotion runs for 2 weeks, and after this is the first week, and they're playing the fanfare that you heard, and supposedly starting next week, they're going to have a special fanfare that you heard when you ring it up, and no one really knows what it is because it hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to come back here next week get another one of these and see what that is all about. So we're back here on the last day. We're going to pick up another set of karaage, and this time it says that when you buy it, there's some kind of special effect or special song or something that's going to play, and really we don't know what it is, so we're going to go pick up another set and check it out and see what that's about. So let's go in. Okay, so it's a sword clashing. Okay. Well, there you have it. I thought it was going to be a musical thing. I thought it was going to be another like victory fanfare or something from the game, but instead it was just a sword. So I think that's kind of anticlimactic, especially when on the website they called it a very special sound. I don't know, maybe that's not so special. Maybe it is. But that's everything for the Final Fantasy XIV campaign at Lawson that ran until February 4th, 2019. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, you know what to do.